I had one rental all along, which was an accident. So it was the house that I wanted to demolish and build this dream house of mine on.
Right.
And then you run into problems. So planning permission was a huge problem. It got refused the first time. I was like, what? And because it was a house, I was paying the mortgage on this and the rates, and it was just getting a bit much. So I had to put it up for rent until I got the planning permission through. So kind of accidental landlord at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is intentional from now onwards.
Yeah. Would you not say that's like the overall goal more so than anything, is becoming the landlord? Whereas like before, you're obviously selling the houses on, and then you get to the stage where you're able to keep them, and you've that constant flow of income
Passive
coming.
income coming in, it was, so it kind of changed. So obviously then I was flipping the 9 houses and the money was coming in. I was getting very used to every 6 months or so a huge pot of money coming in. And then, I was getting into like a lot of property education. Last year I spent like £25,000 on a course in England to like educate me more about how I can move to the next level. And they're very keen on, don't ever sell a house. You can always have this passive income coming in, you can refinance. And that was great. And I threw myself into that course. I actually won it. So I over in Birmingham, going back and forward every month for a year. But that was the goal then. Now, maybe I won't have to flip. Maybe if it's a bad time in the market, or maybe if I'm just exhausted with it and don't want to do it anymore, this is an option. I can just create a passive income from a rental portfolio.
Yeah.
And it took me like a year. I worked seriously hard and built that portfolio up to 2.35 million in 12 months. Now, nightmare, and I still haven't finished the projects on it, but I did it. I worked hard at it and did it. But what I realised in those 12 months is then I didn't have those pots of money coming in that I was so used to finance other developments. And I was thinking, where am I getting the money from this? So I have a property coach, and you're constantly like redefining what you want to do and the next step in the journey. And after like thinking about it, flipping is my bread and butter. I know what I'm doing. I can do it with my eyes closed. I know my product. I know what the market's looking for. So I've kind of like now developed a balance. So I'm going to do 3 flips this year, but I'm also going to do rentals this year. Yeah. And then it means that more work, but I have a bit of both.
Yeah. Seems like a smart idea though, because obviously with the flipping aspect of things, as you say, there could be months where you could be without money coming in, and then whereas with the rental, if you had like a decent portfolio there, you're constantly getting some type of money in every month where you can obviously pay tradesmen or whatever. I think it's quite smart. The numbers you're talking here is crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
It sounds crazy to me because remember 4 years ago I was sitting earning just over like $2,500 in the civil service.
Yeah. Do you have like a goal of like where you want to get with the property?
Yes, I'd like to get to a point where I'm comfortably living off the rental property income. And these rental properties, I'm looking at really high-end kind of corporates. That's my idea at the minute.
So this be like offices and stuff, or like?
No, it's more like renting to like a lot of companies coming over from London are looking for accommodation for their staff. And really, I mean, there's not that great of quality rentals here in Northern Ireland. Yeah. If you look at it compared to the London market, it's very, very different. So a lot of companies end up putting their staff in hotels, and for a long period of time, that's not
because you do hear about a lot of people over here who go over to England to like drive lorries or even work on building sites, and they have accommodation paid for them through but you don't really hear about a lot of that over here.
That's happening here. Look at our industries in like film and TV and the whole crew coming over for Line of Duty or Game of Thrones. Where are they staying? And it's not just like the actors, it's the whole crew. Where's the sound guy staying? Where's the the cameraman staying and things like that? And they can end up in hotels and for X amount of months. Who wants to sit in a bed? Like, you'd be the size of a house, 18 room service for that length of time. So it's just kind of, and also even not jobs like that. There's jobs like EU jobs. A lot of people are over here working for the Commission and Northern Ireland Protocol and things like that, and they're all needing somewhere to stay. And so it's kind of going for that market. So the high end, like I do in the flips, quality, but making sure that it's suitable for a business.
Yeah.